Hi my beauties, Ange here, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to take you through the beautiful Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. And I will take you through this eye look that I've created and let you know my thoughts. Before we get into that guys, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you could click the subscribe button. I would love to see you back, especially if you enjoy beauty, skincare, etc. For the more mature woman. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. The Norvina palette is a palette that came out recently, but not too recently, that showcased all the beautiful purples, pinks and mauve tones that Norvina, which is the daughter of the wonderful Anastasia, and her love of these tones she translated into this palette. You are not just held though to the purples and the pinks. You've got neutral tones in here, like most of the colours that I gravitate to when I have used this palette have been these more neutral come warm colours. And so you've got these here, probably half the palette I would say would be more on the neutral, warmish shade, definitely neutral side of the spectrum, and they are the ones that I personally gravitate to. But today I wanted to show you a look using more of these purple colours and in utilising those in this eye look. This retails for $42 US, and you can get it at the usual websites, your Sephora.com, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Beautylish, Cult Beauty, Sephora New Zealand, so it's widely available. I will leave links down below where you can get this palette if you are interested in these beautiful tones. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this eye look using this palette, please keep watching. So the colours starting from this end are Dreamer, Summer, Wild Child, Rose Gold, Celestial, Dazzling and Drama. And if you can see, the colours Summer and Rose Gold do have quite a bit of chunkiness to those glitters. Okay, so this row is all the mattes, and starting from this shade here we have Base, Soul, Incense, Love, Volatile, Eccentric and Passion. Okay folks, so we're dipping into the Norvina palette. I've only used it a couple of times, and as per normal I've primed my eyes and I'm going in with the neutral bone shade, and this one is called Base. All over my lid to set the primer. Going in with a Sephora Pro Crease Brush number 10, I'm going to excuse the noise, I have the window open, it's so warm in here today. Now I'm not really a purpley kind of girl, but I might head towards more of these purpley colours today, because I always gravitate towards the warm shades, and I must admit the colours, the looks that I have used when I have used this palette, I've gone for the more neutral colours. So let's try Love today. There's actually quite a bit of kickback in the pan, but as I've said in the past, it's not something I terribly get upset about. It just means you have to be more careful, tap off your brush and just be a bit more careful with building up slowly rather than going in with a ton of powder all at once. and I'm just taking that in the upper portion of my lid. If you've watched my videos before, you know the drill. I just like to try and fill this gap at the top here because it's in proportion the biggest area of my eye. Okay, now I'm going to try something really different and outside of my comfort zone, and I'm going to try a bit of Soul, this lavender colour. I might take a Sigma E35 brush for that. Now this is definitely a colour that I would not normally wear. But this is what I like about having a YouTube channel, is that you are forced, when you have all these beautiful palettes, to go outside of your comfort zone and try different things, because a lot of the time you are very pleasantly surprised. Definitely outside my comfort zone, but pretty. I may go in now with Drama. I'm going to go in with this colour here, Drama. See, I would have always normally gravitate to this colour here, but let's try Drama. Drama. Taking a Sigma E25 blending brush and just tapping that in the outer corner. Actually, I might go more in with my outer half-ish. See, this is where I worry. Is that looking like a bruise? Hopefully I can save it from looking like a bruise. Going back in with the Sigma E35 and just blending some more of the Soul colour. So just rebuilding it up, reblending, using those same colours. It's very purple. Okay, I'm now going to take some concealer and just put a tad on my eyeballs and blend it in with a small concealer brush. Like so. Okay, I'm going to start, and I'm not wetting my brush. We'll try and see what this is like. We may have to wet, we'll see. No, we don't. This is Dreamer, the cream shivery shade in the corner, and I'm just going to pack that on my lid where we put the concealer. Folks, this is really a out of my comfort zone look. Okay, now I'm going to go with Dazzling. More of this taupey colour here. And I'm going to pop, wow, that's quite chunky. I'm just going to show you, I have dipped my brush in and it's come out quite chunky. So we'll try and see. And I'm just going to tap that between the Dreamer shade and our purple in the outer portion of the eye. When I do looks like this, my kids have referred to these looks like, oh, that's a scary eye look, Mum, because it's different to what they used to see me in. I think this might entice one of those comments from them this evening. Okay, so I'm just going to blend the outer portion there. I have got some fallout, so what I'm going to do is tuck this mess behind my ear. I'm going to use a clean brush and brush that away. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just do that, and on the other side as well, so that my eye doesn't appear pulled down. I think this could be a palette that you do your eyes prior to the rest of your face makeup, maybe. It's probably one of the palettes that has the most fallout that I've come across. Now, just to take a little bit of away from the purple, I'm going to add a little bit of this neutral colour Volatile. And I'm just going to pop that in at my outer, just to make it a little less purple. I'm just going to go under my eye with a few colours. I'll start with Soul. And Volatile. So that is a very purpley eye en moi. I will hop off camera, pop on my lashes, do my eyeliner, be right back. Okay, so that is lashes and liner. What I am going to do though is I am going to go in with this shade here, Incense, and I am just going to add a bit more of a transition colour to blend it in at the top. I just feel that it's a little bit, the lines are not as diffused as I would like, so I'm just going to try and diffuse that out and soften it. Okay, so my final thoughts on the palette. I actually don't hate the purples on my brown eyes. I can live with it. It's just so far out of my comfort zone, but I do think that the purple tones do suit my brown eyes. And I did use colours that I would not normally gravitate to. When I have used this palette, I've definitely gone for the more neutral colours, so it was nice to use the more purples and pinks in this palette today. And this is the final look that I've come up with. I love the mattes in this palette. They are very soft and blend beautifully. I do believe, or I feel, that there is a bit more kick up in this palette than with any of my other Anastasia palettes. I can't comment on the subculture, I never tried that. To me, that's not a biggie because you just work around it. You apply a little bit softer, you don't dip your brush in as much, and you go in not so heavy handed, so you can work around it, so it doesn't bother me. But if you are wanting to know, I think compared to some of my other palettes, there is a little bit more kickback in the actual palette, and I did get fallout on my face. The metallics are beautiful, and I did find there was a bit of chunkiness, oh there goes the brush, chunkiness to those, but because of the beautiful soft texture is why you get such great colour payoff with them. So I mean, you can't have everything, I don't believe anyway. So maybe differently if you're paying $129 for Natasha Denona or $125 for Pat McGrath, but when you're paying $42 US dollars, you can't have everything. So in saying that, it's not one of my favourite palettes that I own. I bought it because I loved all the looks that I was seeing on Instagram and on YouTube and wanted to try something different. I don't know if I will reach for it as much as I reach for some other palettes. I definitely have some favourites that I reach for regularly. This, I fear, will be a palette that gets pushed to the back and that I probably won't reach for very often. And it's got nothing to do with the quality of the palette. It is just more my preference in eyeshadow colours. It's definitely not the formulation. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that look using the Anastasia Norvina palette. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you back. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later guys. Bye.